Now let's move on to the next part of our website, which is actually the navigation part. So what I want to do is create a more interesting navigation. See here, it's a little bit opaque and I've got the items out as a hyperlink. So how do we go about doing that? Well, first of all, let's make the background a little bit more palatable. Let's get rid of this pink color. So I'm going to go back in and head down to my nav area. Definitely know I don't want it to be pink, but to make it transparent and dark, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick a black and then I'm going to move the opacity. Now you can have the opacity anywhere you like. Remember, the more towards 1 or 99, that's solid up this end, and you can see here it's completely transparent down here. I normally find around 30 is really good for these sorts of things, or 40. It's up to you. You can click on that and press enter. If you want to get 30 exactly, you just go to 0.3. Save that, have a look. You can see it's there, but it probably needs to be a little bit darker so it stands out that it's a nav bar as it goes across. So I'm going to go in and change that to 40%, save it. Do I like that? That's a bit better. Let's see what it's like at 50%. Maybe that might do the job. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. So it stands out a bit, doesn't detract from the headphones, draws your eye to it. So let's also get rid of this green one down here. That's a little bit annoying as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick that whole color up because it worked there. Let's do the same thing for the footer. Let's get rid of the green. Let's do that now. And go save. And have a look. You can see there's a nice dimension there, but it probably needs to be even a little bit more solid than above. So let's go up to 60%. I don't mind that. When we put some text in there, I'll come back and work on that. So let's go back to the nav. So we made it a little bit opaque. Looks pretty good. Looks like it's drawing me into the page. As if it's on a larger monitor, it still looks pretty good. So let's get some navigation objects up there. So we know it's going to be in our nav area. We can put some text. So these are going to be hyperreferences again, or hrefs. So we can put the A tag in there. Now we know that A and press enter, Emmet will give us 1, but if I go A and say times 4, Emmet should actually create me 4 of them, which it's done, but they're all on the same line. So some people say, thanks Emmet, but at least you don't have to type. So I'm just going to break that down into a single line. And that's given me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now these need to be linked somewhere. If I don't know where the links are going to be, I can just put a hash symbol in there. So I'm just going to hold down my command on a Mac and I'm just going to click as I go down. And it makes one big giant like cursor, but when I hold down shift and push the hash symbol, it puts them all in at once. Or if I wanted to, I could actually put the HTTP :// in, and then I can just change the individual web addresses if they're external of my page. So it's up to you what you want to do. So at this point in time, for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to have them going nowhere, so I'm just going to put a hash symbol in there. Then I can actually put what's going to be on the pages. So let's put a home here. Let's put bands. Let's have equipment. Let's have merch for tops and things like that. And let's have contact, so they can contact. So let's just save those objects. At the moment, you can see they're all hyperlinks here, and they're a little bit hard to see. So let's go sort out that. Now we've done a bit of this before. So when we go into the when we go into the nav section, we can actually set a color, and we can set that to white. And just save that. Have a look. Okay, that hasn't changed the text color. So let's put a subclass in there. Let's just go nav, and I want to talk to all the anchor tags that are in the nav section. First thing I want to do is go no decoration. So once again, text decoration, and I want to say none. Let's see if that removes all the underlines and everything as hyperlinks. It has, but it's still got the colors there, so there's no underline and decorations. So let's put the color change in there. So I'm going to pick it up out of nav where it didn't work. And let's put it in the subclass of the anchor tags. Let's see if that helped. Yes, it has. Okay, let's put all that stuff in the middle, like this one here. So to do that, we will remember that we just got a center, so we can go text align. And then we can say center, just check it. All right, because we're trying to align the inside content of this, but really we need to align the text that is in the nav. So I'm just going to pick that up and move it up a layer and save that. Now they're in the middle. So sometimes it's good to have your subclasses underneath the parent class, so they're easy to switch things between and make sure it works. Once we've done that, you notice that the text is really pushed together. So let's get rid of the height and the width out of the nav tag, because there's objects in there now. So that will determine the height. And we can use some padding. So let's add some padding to the top. And let's make it 20 pixels. Let's add some padding to the bottom. And again, 20 pixels. Have a look at that. All right, so we've got some space above, below, but all the options are really close together. So let's spread those out a little bit and make some room between them. Now to do this once again, we know that we don't need it between the nav, we actually need it between the anchor tags. So in our subclass, we can go in here and say that we would like some padding of the object to the right, and we can set some, say, 20 there as well, and save that. So let's have a look. So there's 20 to the right of them, but it's off center now. So let's also put some padding on the left and have 20 there as well. That's better. Now the objects are more centered. Now once again, we can actually change the font if we don't like the font. So we can go into the font family and let's get something a little bit with the impact. That's okay, but it needs to be a little bit bigger. So then underneath family, let's put some size in there. And let's make it 1.5 rem. And there you go, it stands out a little bit more as a navigation bar. So that's how we can create a simple navigation bar. I hope you found this useful. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next tutorial when we complete the footer.